study part. Now, last video we have discussed Spring MVC execution flow of Spring MVC. Execution flow of Spring MVC. And we have, I'll show you one diagram. I have show you one diagram, guys. This one is standardization diagram. This one, guys. This one. Yes, this one. This one total diagram I have shown last video, and more detail and depth video I was discussing in last session. So those are missed the video, please go and watch the video. Then this video is useful for you guys. In this series, which subject I will teaching that subject. Every video is related to each other, guys. Okay, so please go watch previous video, then sit on this session, guys. So let's in this sessions I will discuss theory what I was discussing in the last session. Okay, same theory I will write it, and you can also write along with me, not a issue. Okay, I will write it and I will map every point again. Again, I will explain this all these things. Again, I will discuss all these things, and so you will get more clarity. Why? Because this is the important part for the interview point of view, and all this. Also, you should aware about this Spring MVC flow. Okay, so I want to copy this. Okay. Copy this new in this section. Be writing that. It's okay. No, it's not issue. Now, here is the important part, guys. Here is the important part. Okay. One by one, I will light, and I will light. Then you will get clarity. More clarity you will get. For the notes point of view, that's why I am think to write some point for you guys. So first server at the time of server startup, server do three things. Okay. Server do three things. It means container perform the three things. First is first is identify the it means to recognize the all web application which is existed inside the web app folder. Okay, recognize all the web application. That's the responsibility to the server. Server responsibility existed, and next thing is existed web application inside the web app folder. Then deploy inside the server. It means to under the server space. And next thing is third thing is the create servlet context object for each and every web application. This is the responsibility to the server. It means container. Just do the container, only container do the this same work, guys. Got it. Then after that, after deploying the application, container will performing the some operation. Container will recognize the web.xml file inside the web INF folder. After this recognition, it will identify and loading and parsing. At the time of parsing, the load and startup container will identify one statement, one configuration like load and startup, and along with load and startup, when dispatcher servers are there. So, container will recognize the dispatcher servlet in the classes folder. If suppose in the classes folder is not existed dispatcher servlet, then it's find into the library folder. If library folder is dispatcher servlet is existed, then it automatically dispatcher servlet loading, instantiation, initialization. And at the time of dispatcher servlet initialization, the init method will execute. The init method, it means dispatcher servlet initialization, it's create a web application context object. It identify one file called, one identify the web application context in, then identify, after the identifying the special initialization, web application context loading and instantiation and initialization. Then web application context responsibility to recognize the recognize the Spring configuration file. After Spring configuration file, web application recognize, then Spring configuration create the object of that, which are configuration, loading and passing, all same thing. It will do this file also. And then framework will create the object, these object, handler mapping object and handler adapter visual. Many more objects are there. It will create this responsibility, the framework responsibility, guys. And next thing, this is the total thing do by the server at the time of starting server. Okay, when you give the request to the server, then server will identify web.xml file inside the parsing and reading the data, and identify the logical name based of the URL pattern. It identify the dispatcher servlet, then dispatcher servlet goes to the send back to the this request to the dispatcher servlet, then dispatcher servlet identify the handler mapping, then remaining same with the handler mapping, and give to the handler method. Handler execution exchange change method is there. Okay. Execution chain, handler execution chain method is the chain object, it will return. Then after the model adapter will execute interceptors. These all this point I will write it, guys. So you will get more clarity. So now shall we start it? So first write down. So now first diagram explanation. I am writing diagram explanation. Diagram explanation. So simple. First point is, guys, first point is, now in the first point is, what is the first point is, when we start server, then container will perform following option. What is that option? First point is the option number. First point is, first it identify here, guys. Observe this. First is identify three things it will do now, guys. I've told you three things the container will perform. What are the three things? Observe. This is the important, huh? Container will recognize or identify, recognize all the web app, it means web application which are existed under the Right down going under the web app folder. Where? Web apps folder. Now this is the first thing do by the container. And next thing is second thing is do by the container. Container will all the deploy all the web application which is existed inside the web app folder. So where it deployed under server space guy. So now third point is container will create a separate create a separate servlet context object for each and every application. Servlet context object for each and every web application which we deployed. Okay. So this is the thing do by the container, and after the second thing is observe guys, observe. Second thing is while deploying. Now this time you are parsing the file, deploying the file web.xml file. Okay. So now deploying web application, deploy web application, container perform some operation. Container perform some operation or some action. Not some action. What is the some action? First action performed by the container. Container will recognize or identify. Container will recognize web.xml file under the where under the web-inf folder. And next thing, second is container will perform what is that? Parsing and reading the data. Container will perform web.xml file loading, parsing and reading the data from web.xml file. That's it. Now, third point is after the reading data, while after the reading, not after the reading, while instead of while at the time of parsing, while parsing web.xml file, container will identify the load and Load on startup. Load on startup configuration. Configuration under the dispatcher servlet configuration. Dispatcher servlet configuration. Now, next thing, fourth thing is fourth thing is with the this is the doing by the containers. Remember all these things. With the load on startup, with the load on startup configuration container container will search dispatcher select under the where under the same thing what I have told you in last session. Same thing, same points I am writing. Okay. So under the classes folder, under classes folder, if if it is not existed, then if it is not existed inside the classes folder, then container container will search dispatcher select under the dispatcher select dispatcher select under the web application lib folder. Okay, lib folder. Huh? Okay. So now this is the fourth, and fifth is fifth is when dispatcher select identifies, then when dispatcher select dispatcher select dispatcher select identify, then will perform dispatcher select loading, comma instantiation and initialization at the time of server startup. When at the time of server startup, or at the time of web application deployment. That's it. So this is the second thing here. This is all these things here. Up to this, I wrote it. Up to this, here to here. 1 minute. This part, and this part, I have wrote it. Okay. Right here. And now, third operation is nothing but it's related to dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet instantiation and initialization will perform some operation. Initialization, dispatcher servlet initialization. Third is dispatcher servlet initialization. Initialization. Dispatcher select initialization. Dispatcher select initialization. Dispatcher select will perform performs actions. Performs following action. Actions. So now what is that action? Performed by the dispatcher select. Write down, guys. So dispatcher select will recognize. Dispatcher select will recognize web application context, implementation class, and perform web application context loading, comma, parsing, not a path, loading, and this is the file, this is the class. So instantiation and initialization. 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 That's it. Now next is performing. What is that? As part of web application context, initialization. Web application context will recognize Spring configuration file, Spring configuration file will recognize Spring configuration file under the where? Under the web-inf folder. With the name what is the name? Logical name, with the name of logical name hyphen servlet .xml file. Okay. And web application context will perform sorry. Okay, will perform a Spring configuration file loading, Spring configuration file loading, parsing, and reading the content, or data, whatever you want, you can say it. Content, reading the content into configuration object. Configuration object, that's it. So now next, after reading and after parsing or after reading the data and configuration object, after getting all configuration detail from Spring configuration file into configuration object. Web application context container will Container will container will create what is that? Not a configuration file into container will create what is that? Create object which we configured which we configured under where? Under Spring configuration file. Spring configuration file. That's it. Are you understanding, guys? Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say? Here, after getting all configuration details from Spring configuration file into configuration object, into which form? Into configuration object. Then web application context container will create object which we configured under Spring configuration file. All the objects will be created. After object, which type of object I am writing? So will be. I am writing it. I am writing. Okay. So now fourth thing is. Fourth is right or wrong? I don't know. Okay. Command after getting now here after getting all bean objects web application context will create what is that? Will create after getting will create framework object. After getting all bean object web application context will create framework object. Object like handler mapping, comma, handler adapter, comma, view resolver, and etc. Many more. As part of web application context initialization. As part of web application context initialization. Okay. Now this is the simple. Now up to that we completed this one. Now we send a request or submit a request to the server. Now we submit this is the at the time of server startup, do all this thing hangama by the server or container and configuration files. Now here, write down, this is the fourth point. Fourth thing is when we submit request from client, request from client to the server, then protocol will take, protocol will take request and perform the following action. That's it. So now action first, what we perform after taking the request from the protocol will perform some operation. What is that? Protocol will establish the connection. Protocol will establish the connection between client and server, where client and server on the basis of the server IP, which server IP address and port number. What is that? Port number. So now protocol establish connection between client and server on the basis of server IP and server IP address and protocol. Now, second action is doing by the protocol. Protocol, write down guys. Protocol will create request format. Will create request format. Protocol will create request format. Request format. What is the request format? Header and body part kind of thing. Na? Last session, I have discussed more in depth. Okay, so go and watch those are person watching this video newly and the first time. Please go and watch one time. Just one time, go through that video. Okay. So now format contains what is that? Header and body part. Body part where header part contains is able to manage, what is that? Able to manage client metadata. Client metadata. Client metadata, that's it. And this is the manage the header part, and body part is able to manage request parameters data which are provided by the user, provided by the user at client browser. Where user give the request in the client browser, that's all. So this is the two part, body and header parts. Okay. I think you are related this, na? I think you are related with all these things and theory part and last session's explanation part, please. So we'll get one time watch both the videos, okay, one by one, then we'll get clarity. Then better to prepare the notes, it's on your own, okay? So now protocol will carry request format. Protocol will carry request format to server, where server will forward request to request to web application, web container. Then now again container will come into the picture. This is the hangama. This is due by the protocol. Okay. Now fifth is the very important point. Fifth is the very, very important, very, very crucial point, guys. Okay. So now write down when request is coming to the client, then the request coming from the container. Now we are in the container part, na? Request is coming to the client, but again a client, container. Only the request comes on the container. That's why. Okay, container. Then web container will take request, will take URL pattern. Will take, what is that? URL pattern value from request format and container request format and 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 container is trying to compare and container right down guys, and container is trying to compare. What is the spelling of compare? Yeah. Compare the URL, just joking, pattern, URL pattern of the URL pattern. This is the totally theoretical based session. And next session is the totally practical based. 2 and 3 session is going on just a practical and practical Spring MVC. Okay. Last 2 or 3 session I have discussed only theory. This is the important as a interview point of view. Okay. If you show, if you show that much knowledge, if you are getting that much knowledge as a free of cost, yeah. So what is that? Huh? So please do focus. Uh, URL pattern of the dispatcher servlet, which we configured in web.xml file, which we configured in web.xml file, where XML file. So if the URL pattern is matched, URL pattern is matched, URL pattern is matched with dispatcher servlet URL. Dispatcher servlet URL pattern then container will forward. I told you na, if you both dispatcher servlet and URL pattern then map, then container will forward the request to the dispatcher servlet, guys. Okay, same point here. Then forward to dispatcher. The container will forward request. Container will forward request to dispatcher servlet. Yes. Okay. Now this is the 5th point. Now here, this is the match now. If this dispatcher servlet and URL pattern is matched, then this send forward to the dispatcher servlet. Now next is 6th point. This is also important point. First I will write, then I will match, then I will compare with that. Okay. 6th point is when request is coming to the dispatcher servlet, when request is coming to the dispatcher servlet, then dispatcher servlet will perform the following option. Then dispatcher servlet will perform the sum of the following actions. So what are these actions? So first is dispatcher servlet action is the very important. Okay, the first is dispatcher servlet will keep all the framework object. Dispatcher servlet will keep or take whatever you want, you can take it. Keep all the requests, all the framework object, objects like handler mapping, handler adapter, view resolver, and etc. etc. Many more objects are there in where request scope, in where we keep in request scope in the order to make available to the handler and view part. view path. Now, second point is dispatcher servlet will interact with dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet will interact with handler mapping object. Handler mapping object to get the handler or controller. Get the handler or controller objects. To get the handler or controller object by executing get handler method. Which method is executing? By object by executing get handler method is there. Get handler method. Yes, get handler method is there. So we will get what is that? Nothing but the controller and handler object by executing the get handler method. So now, third point is when dispatcher servlet call get handler method, when dispatcher servlet call get handler method on handler mapping object handler mapping will identify the handler mapping will identify the respective handler object and its respective handler object handler object handler object respective handler sorry, I used my mistake. This here. Now, when dispatcher select get handler method, call the get handler method on handler mapping object. Handler mapping will identify the respective handler. Identify the respective handler object. What is that object and its configured interceptors. Then handler mapping will arrange all the interceptors. Interceptors is nothing but in a servlet is the filter concept, authentication, services like internal and IATN service. Okay, interceptors before interceptors, what is that? Before handler and return before handler and return nothing but handler execution chain object. What is that? Execution chain object which contains handler object. What is that? Which contains handler object and a set of interceptors and a set of interceptors. That's it. Interceptors is nothing but like sunlight and filters. Okay, filters and it's performing where pre processing and post processing activities. Okay, it's performing first perform pre and post activities kind of thing. Now fourth point is after getting after getting after getting handler execution chain object, dispatcher servlet will use dispatcher servlet will use what is that? They'll will use handler adapter when handler adapter object, nothing but handler adapter object to access handler by using what is that? By using handle method. What is that? Handle method. Handle method. Where handler adapter will execute all the interceptors, interceptors in order to perform pre-processing activities by calling pre-handle method. This is the internal, guys. This is the totally internal. Okay. This is the under just like information sake I am writing, guys. Okay. This is a total internal. More depthness are there, guys, in the execution. Okay. So now pre-handler method. So now next point is, fifth point is, after executing all interceptors, I'm writing interceptor like shortcut. Interceptors, handler adapter will access business logic, which now our actual part is started, is included in handler or controller component. That's it. So now sixth point is why the execution of business login in handler class will return what is that? Handler will return what is that? Model and handler will return what is that? Model and view object. To handler adapter by executing all the all the interceptors, all the interceptors, all the interceptors, guys. In which order? Reverse order. First is execute in forward order, then reverse order. Reverse order. Order to provide, order to provide, order to provide, order to provide, order to provide post. What is that? Post processing. First we performing pre-processing, now post processing. Post processing activities. Activities. Activities by executing post handler method. Post handler method. That's it. Are you getting my point, guys? Where, right. Where handler adapter will send, what is that? Will send the received model and view object or to dispatch a salad. Guys. What is that point here? Come here. This is only handler. Handler adapter method, execute handler method, and then it's back to, then send back to the model and view object to the dispatcher subject. Yes. Method and handler adapter will send the received model and view object. Nice. And you know that model and view object, it containing view part and model part, guys, so not required to elaborate these things. So I'm writing another point. After getting model and view object, after getting model and view object contains view object and model object. Contain, not required, na? After getting okay, model and view object dispatcher servlet will interact with view resolver, interact with view resolver in order to identify view GSP, like view GSP pages page URL on the basis of view name. Which view name? And next is, this is important, right? So now observe, right? 1 or 2 points, 1 point is sufficient, is okay? Okay, let's start. What is that? When view is identified identified in where web application, then dispatcher servlet will execute the corresponding view part, view, not a part, page, view page, corresponding view page by getting data from model, data getting from model part, and and dispatcher servlet will prepare response, response, response for the client. That's it, guys. That's it. This is the enough. So this is the total theory, guys. This is the total theory related to this diagram. So relate this theory one more time, revise this theory, and watch this video again one more time in a YouTube. And so we will meet next session in the next video. And there I will just go all the controller classes and how to prepare Maven based application. Now we will learn only practical. Theory is finished. When we will use new concepts, like I will discuss with you. Okay, what is the controller and how we use, which type of duplicate controllers are there, all this point, all the hangama we will discuss. Slowly we will learn. So thank you for watching, thank you for joining, guys. Pause the video and revise the video and prepare the notes in your hand, guys. Using your hand and prepare these notes on your notes. And prepare this diagram also, guys. Okay. Thank you for joining, guys.